let's do a quick overview before we have to wrap up here so we can kind of go over all the cool things that you guys learned about today, okay? I know it was a lot of information, but I think that, there's a lot of stuff that you guys can take back and learn, okay? All right. Okay, here we are. This is where you started out at Mind, Body, and Spirits. Now, what kind of a restaurant are we? What is it?
Organic.
Organic. Yeah, we're an organic restaurant. We do a lot of recycling here, but we are an organic restaurant. Here we are on Main Street. Does anybody remember how old our building is? How old is it?
120 years old.
Almost 120 years old. Yep, it's an old building. We got to see the greenhouse. That's on your right side. There's all our beautiful herbs in there. And on the left side is a picture of our dining room. Now this was us during construction. Now when we built the geothermal wells, that's a picture of the equipment they had used on the right-hand side. They dug those wells out like where the greenhouse is. Before we built the greenhouse, that's where they dug all those wells for us. Inside the greenhouse, you got to see the trom wall and the rainwater collection and the biodigester. You also got to see those water tubes that help us to keep the temperature right inside the greenhouse for our plants. There's the rainwater collection system. Remember, it was called a cistern.
Yeah.
We collect our rainwater and we use that to do what with? What do we do with it? Water our plants, yep. And there's a picture of the biodigester. Now the picture on top is what it looks like when we put all of our food scraps and our paper napkins in there. And we get that beautiful looking compost out of it. We go from using around 15 garbage bags a day down to using just half. And in the bathroom you got to see the gray water recycling system. Because remember, we don't need to have clean water in the toilet, right? Because you don't drink out of it. So we use the water that we use to wash our hands to flush down our toilets. That's a picture of the geothermal room. Once that liquid comes back in to the building from the wells down behind the green or underneath the greenhouse, it comes back into a room where we can control it. Here's a picture of our solar panels up on the roof. Now, this picture was taken on a very, very cold winter day, but look how sunny it is out. So our solar panels were working well. Those are the kind of solar panels. They're called photovoltaic or PV. These ones are the kind that are used to light up our light bulbs. And those are the solar hot water solar panels. Those ones work like the black shirt on a sunny day. Now that picture was taken on a really, really super cold day. It was 0 degrees out or less, and we were able to get our hot water up to 100 degrees just by the sun, just by the power of the sun. Now what's next? Well, here at Mind, Body, and Spirits, we're working on a couple new things. Now we talked about solar, we talked about geothermal. Does anybody know some other ways that you can use, some other renewable resources that you might use to get electricity or to get energy from? I'll give you a hint. In the fall, sometimes you go to the cider mill. What is used to power that mill? What's used to power the mill? It goes around and around, but what makes it go around and around? Does anybody know what it is?
Water?
Water, yeah. So water can be a renewable resource. You can use water to get energy from. Now there's another type, and this one is outside, but we don't have to, like the sun, we have to count on it to be kind of a sunny day for our solar panels to work. And they won't work at night when the sun goes down. But there's something else that happens outside sometimes, especially here in Michigan, and it blows around a whole bunch. What do we get sometimes in Michigan? Wind, yeah, we get wind. So we're looking into getting a type of a windmill on our building to help us to generate some wind power. Now what else is next? You guys are next. That's why you guys came today, because we're expecting for all of you guys to be able to go out and come up with some great new ways that we can help out our planet. So like I told you guys, some of you guys in the greenhouse, we're starting to get kind of old. So we're not going to be able to, aren't going to be able to come up with all these great new experiments. But you guys are. You've got lots of years ahead of you.